emotional testimony today from a young girl who tried to commit suicide after being bullied at school.
The teen spoke in support of an anti-bullying bill requiring the Department of Education to help schools develop bullying prevention programs. RTV6 reporter Renee Jameson has more on the victims behind the legislation. Renee.
Well, Todd, the Department of Education, the School Board Association, and the Federation of Teachers spoke in favor of this bill. This as young victims told their heart-wrenching stories.
From schools to the State House.
Indiana ranks third in the nation for incidents of electronic bullying and bullying on school property.
One by one, victims of bullying spoke of the pain and torment they suffered, including 16-year-old Chelsea Little.
It started back in 7th grade when I got shoved into lockers and bathroom stalls and got called really mean names.
Her mother, Angela Staggy, says it took place at Clark Pleasant Middle School and Whiteland High School. She's not blaming the schools, saying they didn't have the proper tools to tackle the problem.
We would be celebrating today if this bill gets passed. It's very, very important for all those kids.
It took courage today for Chelsea to speak out, but she wants to make sure no one else in the state has to walk in her shoes.
I felt alone. I was depressed. I cried myself to sleep every night, and I stayed away from my family and didn't want to explain what was wrong with me. I thought cutting was the answer, and I tried to commit suicide.
Chelsea would have a place to turn in school as part of the bill sponsored by Gregory Porter of Indianapolis. It includes support services for victims and requires school districts to include the number and nature of bullying every year. In addition to prevention programs, schools would also need to set up ways to investigate and report bullying.
She's going to be all right. She's in show choir and she's an 8B honor roll student, and she is doing wonderful.
The bill cleared the House Education Committee 9-0 and will now go before the full House.
I finally can be a voice for the kids that have committed suicide, because I have actually had 3 of my friends commit suicide due to bullying, and it needs to stop.
Another bill that would give schools the ability to discipline students for acts against students that occur away from school, like cyberbullying, also passed 5-4. Some voiced concern, however, saying it's too broad and would give schools community policing powers. Renee Jameson, RTV6.